Hi, I'm Tim Stout. I work for the Toronto Atmospheric Fund, an agency of the City of Toronto dedicated to addressing climate change and improving air quality. In the first video of this series, I talked to you about the benefits of a deep energy retrofit. In this next video, we're going to talk about how to finance that retrofit. With a condominium, there are three ways to raise funds. These can all be combined with some funds for your retrofit coming from each. The first way is a special assessment. Basically, the owners in your buildings pay a special levy to pay for building upgrades. This can save you from having to secure outside financing and from paying interest on the money you raise. But it could be difficult to raise sufficient funds for a major retrofit alone. Your fellow owners' pockets are only so deep. The second possibility is to dip into your building's reserves. Again, you avoid interest costs, but you have to be careful that these reserves are not going to be needed for other non-energy related projects, like structural repairs, or even just sprucing up the building. Your reserve study should help you understand the expected future draws on your reserve fund and what might be available to aid with your energy retrofit. The Ontario Condominium Act also places certain limitations on how you can use your reserve funds. For example, if your reserve fund study suggests that you will need to replace your aging boilers 5 years from now, but your board wants to replace them early to benefit from the energy savings, that would be fine. But if the reserve fund study anticipates keeping those inefficient boilers running for another 10 years, dipping into the fund earlier probably wouldn't be allowed. The reserve fund is intended for repairs or replacements rather than additions, so using it to finance a new solar hot water heating system probably would not be allowed. However, you can unlock your reserves by preparing a supplementary funding plan and having it approved by your members. The bottom line is that you should consult with your lawyer before using your reserve funds for an energy retrofit. The final choice is to borrow. You'll be paying interest on the loan, of course, but in most cases, your energy cost savings should be more than sufficient to cover the full loan repayment costs. There are a few steps you must take before signing on the bottom line for a loan. First, you need to fully inform your members of the purpose and cost of the loan and its terms and conditions. Circulate an information package that clearly explains the financial and building comfort benefits of the planned upgrades and talk to your members about why supporting the plan is in their interest. You will then need to pass a borrowing bylaw with support for 50% plus one of the corporation's members to proceed. And don't forget about incentives. There are a number of government and utility incentive programs that can reduce the financial cost of an energy retrofit. Our TowerWise Incentives Advisor can walk you through all the programs and help you apply and get funding. See our website at towerwise.ca for details. Bankers generally consider condo corporations good credit risks. You can also look to alternate sources like energy management firms or condo finance specialists. You can find information about energy management firms on our website, towerwise.ca, under Step 2, Getting the Big Picture. You may also talk to other board members or other condominiums who may have sources of condo financing. Our towerwise.ca site can help you plan a retrofit in a way that will maximize financial returns. It's worth taking the time to plan right to save more in the long term. I'll provide some advice on selling that message to your fellow residents in our next installment.